Have you ever caught yourself wondering why some folks seem to breeze past 80 with a spring in their step, while others feel like time's weighing them down a little more each year? Maybe you've noticed your energy isn't quite what it used to be, or you're starting to think about how to make the most of the years ahead. Well, I've got some good news for you. Living a longer, healthier life doesn't have to be complicated or feel like a chore. It's not about chasing miracle cures or spending hours at the gym. It's about small, everyday choices that add up to something big. And trust me, if you're over 60, it's never too late to start. In fact, right now is the perfect time. Today, we're going to talk about 5 simple daily habits that can help you live past 80, not just surviving, but thriving, with energy, confidence, and a zest for life. These aren't fancy tricks or expensive gadgets. They're practical, down-to-earth steps you can weave into your routine starting today. And the best part? They're backed by science and real-life stories of people just like you who found a way to feel younger, stronger, and happier as the years go on. So, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's dive into the first habit that could change everything. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning, and instead of feeling stiff or sluggish, you've got a little pip in your step. That's where habit number 1 comes in, moving your body every single day. Now, before you picture me telling you to run a marathon or lift heavy weights, let me put your mind at ease. This isn't about pushing yourself to the limit. It's about gentle, consistent movement that keeps your heart pumping and your joints happy. Think about a 20-minute walk around your neighborhood, maybe waving to a neighbor or listening to the birds. Or maybe it's a few stretches while your coffee brews. Nothing intense, just enough to get the blood flowing. Why does this matter? Well, as we get older, our bodies start to slow down if we let them. But studies show that even light activity, like walking or gardening, can lower your risk of heart trouble, keep your muscles strong, and even add years to your life. I heard about a woman named Margaret, who's 82 now, and she swears her daily stroll with her dog is why she's still climbing stairs without a huff. She started small, just a lap around her yard, and built it up over time. You don't need a dog to make it work, just a pair of comfy shoes and a little commitment. Try it tomorrow morning. Step outside, take a deep breath, and move at your own pace. You'll be amazed at how good it feels, and your body will thank you with every year that passes. Now, let's talk about something you're probably doing right now. Breathing? But here's the twist. Habit number 2 is about breathing with purpose. I know it sounds simple, but hear me out. After 60, a lot of us start breathing shallower without even noticing. Stress creeps in, maybe from worrying about the grandkids or keeping up with bills, and our breaths get quick and tight. Over time, that can leave you feeling tired or foggy. But when you take a few minutes each day to breathe deeply, it's like hitting a reset button for your whole system. Here's how it works. Find a quiet spot, maybe your favorite chair or a sunny corner of the porch. Sit up straight. Close your eyes if you like, and take a slow, deep breath in through your nose for about 4 seconds. Hold it for a moment. Then let it out through your mouth for 6 seconds. Do that 5 or 6 times, and feel your shoulders drop, your mind clear. I tried this myself last week when I was feeling a bit overwhelmed, and I couldn't believe how much lighter I felt after just a couple of minutes. Doctors say this kind of breathing lowers your blood pressure, calms your nerves, and even helps your cells get more oxygen, which is a big deal if you want to keep going strong past 80. There's a man named Tom, 78, who told me he started doing this every afternoon, and now he sleeps better and has more energy for his woodworking projects. It's so easy. You can do it while you're waiting for the kettle to boil. Give it a shot today and see how it lifts you up. Movement and breathing. They're like the foundation of a house. Get those right, and everything else starts to fall into place. But there's more to living a long, healthy life than just keeping your body going. What you put into it matters too, and that's where we're headed next. Let's talk about a habit that's all about fueling yourself the smart way without giving up the foods you love. So we've been talking about how a little movement and some deep breaths can set you up to feel stronger and sharper every day. But now, let's get into something that ties it all together. What you're eating. Habit number 3 is all about fueling your body in a way that keeps you going without feeling like you're missing out. I'm not here to tell you to toss out your favorite treats or live on nothing but kale. Life's too short for that. Instead, it's about making small, smart tweaks to what's already on your plate so you're giving your body the good stuff it needs to carry you past 80. Picture this. You're sitting down to breakfast, maybe with a cup of coffee and some toast. Now, instead of loading up on sugary jam, you add a handful of berries. Blueberries, strawberries, whatever you've got. They're sweet, they're tasty, and they're packed with antioxidants that fight off the wear and tear of aging. Or maybe at dinner, you swap out half that pile of mashed potatoes for some steamed broccoli or spinach. It's not about starving yourself. It's about adding in the things that help your heart, your bones, and even your brain keep humming along. I met a lady named Doris, 85 years young, who started sneaking more veggies into her meals a few years back. She says her doctor's amazed at how her blood pressure's steadied out, and she's got the energy to tend her garden every morning. The trick is to keep it simple. Aim for color on your plate. Think red tomatoes, orange carrots, green beans. Those colors mean nutrients, and they're like little power-ups for your body. You don't need to overhaul everything overnight. Start with one meal today. Maybe toss some nuts into your oatmeal, or slice an apple with your sandwich. It's not a diet, it's a habit. And the payoff? Less fatigue, stronger immunity, and a better shot at dancing at your grandkids' wedding years from now. You're worth it, and your body will feel the difference. Now, let's shift gears a bit because living longer isn't just about what's happening inside. It's about what's around you too. Habit number 4 is staying connected, and I don't mean staring at your phone all day. I'm talking about real human connection, the kind that warms your heart and keeps your spirit light. After 60, it's easy to let those ties slip. Maybe friends move away, or you're not as mobile as you once were. But here's the thing. People who stay connected live longer. Studies back this up, showing that folks with strong social bonds have lower stress, better health, and even a sharper mind as they age. You don't need a packed social calendar to make this work. It can be as simple as calling up an old friend for a 10-minute chat, or inviting a neighbor over for tea. I remember my Uncle Joe, who's 81 now, telling me how he started a little card game with a couple of guys from his church. They meet once a week, laugh over coffee, and he says it's the highlight of his month. It doesn't have to be big, just regular. Maybe you join a book club or wave to the same dog walker every morning until you strike up a conversation. Even small moments count. I tried this myself recently, phoned a friend I hadn't talked to in ages, and we ended up laughing about something silly from years back. It lifted my whole day. If you're thinking, well, I'm fine on my own, I get it. Independence is golden, but a little connection doesn't take that away. It adds to it. It's like seasoning to a meal. Just enough makes everything taste better. So today, think of one person you'd like to reach out to. Send a text, make a call, or smile at someone new. It's not just about them. It's about keeping your own spark alive. And speaking of sparks, there's one more habit coming up that ties all this together. Something so easy, you'll wonder why you didn't start it sooner. We've been talking about how fueling your body with smart choices and staying connected can lift your days and stretch your years. But there's one more piece to this puzzle that's so simple, yet so powerful, it might just be the secret sauce to living past 80 with a smile. Habit number 5 is all about giving yourself permission to rest, not just crashing on the couch when you're worn out, but making rest a priority every single day. I know, you might be thinking, rest? I've got too much to do. But stick with me here, because this isn't about laziness, it's about recharging so you can keep doing what you love for a long, long time. Think about how you feel after a rough night's sleep, maybe a little groggy, a bit achy, like the day's already uphill. Now imagine flipping that, waking up refreshed, ready to tackle your walk or chat with a friend. That's what rest can do. After 60, our bodies need a little more TLC to bounce back, and science says good sleep, along with some downtime, can cut your risk of everything from heart trouble to memory slips. It's not just about hours in bed, though. It's about winding down right. Try this tonight. About an hour before you turn in, dim the lights, skip the phone, and sip something warm, maybe chamomile tea or just hot water with a squeeze of lemon. Then aim for 7 or 8 hours of shut-eye. I heard about a guy named Frank, 83, who started doing this after years of late-night TV. He says he feels 10 years younger now, and he's back to tinkering in his garage every afternoon. Even during the day, rest matters. A short nap, 20 minutes after lunch, say, or just sitting quietly with your thoughts can work wonders. I tried that last bit myself recently, just staring out the window with a cup of coffee, letting my mind wander. It was like a mini vacation, and I got up feeling clearer than I had all week. Rest isn't a luxury, it's fuel. So tonight, treat yourself to an early wind down. Put on some cozy socks, breathe deep like we talked about earlier, and let your body reset. You'll wake up amazed at how much lighter you feel. Now think about everything we've covered here. Getting out for a little movement every day keeps your body humming. Maybe that walk around the block or a stretch by the kitchen counter. Breathing with purpose, those slow, deep inhales, clears your head and steadies your heart. Eating smarter with a splash of color on your plate gives you the energy to keep going strong. Staying connected, even with a quick call or a shared laugh, keeps your spirit bright. And resting well, making it a habit, ties it all together so you're not just adding years, but joy to every one of them. These aren't big, scary changes. They're little shifts, like turning the dial on a radio to find a clearer signal. And the best part? You can start today, right where you are. I've seen it work wonders for folks just like you, people who thought their best days were behind them, only to find they're still ahead. You don't have to do it all at once. Pick one thing, maybe that walk tomorrow morning or a deep breath this afternoon, and build from there. Small steps turn into big wins, and before you know it, you're feeling stronger, happier, and ready for whatever comes next. I'd love to hear what you think. Drop a comment below and tell me which habit you're going to try first, or maybe share a trick that's worked for you. If this struck a chord, give it a thumbs up. It helps more folks like us find these ideas. And if you want more ways to live your best life, hit that subscribe button. I'm here with you every step of the way. Here's to thriving past 80 and beyond, because you've got so much more to enjoy. See you soon.